which models or mirrors what your values are. Now, that relates to young people, because if you put family at the top 2, 1, whatever priority list, then there needs to be definite actions taken in your life to make yourself more, again, available to this opportunity to reach these young people. I think that the biggest thing, I think, is there needs to be quality time. There needs to be connection. There needs to be interaction. We need to take it back to a very basic and, quote-unquote primitive way of being, tangible opportunities to connect. I want to hear you. I want you to hear me. I want to touch you. I want you to touch me. I want to know that you're loved, and I want to know that I'm loved. And so it becomes this exchange, amongst this relationship. Relationships are built. You just can't say, okay, well, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter. Okay, so now what kind of relationship do we have? And how does that work? And how does that affect, how you see yourself and how I see myself, et cetera, et cetera. So I think it's really about building that relationship and making that relationship a priority. And from that's where the conversations come in. Like you said, driving along to the park or driving to the supermarket. Hey, do you have a Facebook page? Hey, are you on Twitter? Hey, I found out about X, Y, and Z. Is that something you're into? Oh, I heard that new Drake song. I think it's pretty cool. What do you think? Oh, I love Drake. Now we have doors opened. But you can't come off of, a day of unavailability, whether you're working or whatever you're doing, hanging out with whatever is happening that you're unavailable to this girl, and say, hey, talk to me about Facebook. Do you really care? You know what I'm saying? Or
No,
do you really care about Drake?
And they sense that, yeah.
Say it again, Lisa, I didn't hear you.
They sense that. They can totally pick up on it. They're very emotionally intelligent.
Absolutely. So to me, it's a step back, and I think that approach, it's not a quick hit. You know what I'm saying? It's not a quick hit. It's not a pill they can swallow. But I think that it's about a relationship. Now, I think another piece that, listen, I'm a lawyer, so I can't, I really can't be home all the time. All right, well, this is where the community comes in. Where's your sister? Where is your best friend who's not a lawyer, who has a little bit more time? Where is the support system for this child and you raising this child? And I think, again, that's where the village comes in. So you may not be available all the time. And Tamika may not always want to come to you and talk to you about her intimate interactions or things, but she may go to her aunt. She may go to her cousin. And, are those relationships set up? And how can you, bring those relationships? And one of the reasons why I did the ebook Healing the Gap is because I thought that it was an opportunity to really begin to have communal dialogue about issues that affect women, whether they can tap back into their 14-year-old experience, or this 14-year-old can look at her life right now. There are a lot of commonalities, but because we're not really talking, we're not available to talk sometimes, we don't talk about them. So again, Tamika goes to the internet and she goes to places or goes to her peers to get answers. So I think communal support, arranging that, I think really getting crystal clear about your values and then creating a lifestyle that actually mirrors the values that you have. These are all things that I think make way for healthier young people.
Wow. Those are stellar suggestions. And again, what I love about them most is that they're things that, whether you are overloaded with work or whether you're just overloaded with the emotional things that come with having to have these conversations about sex, dating, and pop culture with the teens, those are very practical suggestions that you can begin to apply right away. So we are going to take a quick break. Lacey, you've been a fantastic guest, and I want to have you stay with me to answer this week's letter to Lisa, which is a question from a parent about dating.